The strangest thing happened to me the other day. So I'm out practicing and I noticed that my ball flight isn't quite as crispy as I would like. You know, ball's going a little left, a little right, starts fading. Ooh, I don't like hitting those fades. And what I found out was something so small causing my swing to go haywire, wrecking my entire swing. And it was something with my weight position. So we're gonna be looking at something that could be messing with your swing, and it's really important that you have this piece down because your entire swing hinges on this concept. In my practice session, I'd set up and then I would swing normal and I'd see this leaky fade. Now, you know, decent strike, right? Ball divot, but it's not going as far. Even though I hit ball first, took a divot, maybe a little solid, that leaky fade was the result of this flipping type of impact, and my weight was falling back to the shot instead of that really crispy weight forward, hands ahead feeling. And as you're seeing with these swings here, I took one look at my face-on view and I saw the problem. It was right here. My hips were slightly back from my shoulders. My shoulders were a little bit ahead, and we're talking so slight. Those hips being just slightly back placed a little bit more weight on this leg. And when I was swinging, the effect of that weight being just back set my path to be down and across. And my whole swing worked off of that weight being back. And it felt ugly through the ball. But the second I pushed those hips more forward, and I even exaggerated it for the drill, I pushed my weight all the way forward. I pushed 90% feeling, really getting those hips ahead. The club path changed instantly. It went from that fade swing to now setting that weight way forward, swing. And what you're gonna see on the way down, a shallower shaft angle. Instead of the one that works like this, with my weight that far forward, pushing the weight forward, I can't swing like this. I'll hit down too much. I can't hit the ball from there. So the weight forward helped me club on a shallow path. So we look at the difference between those two swings. In the one, you see that club working steep and down, and it's the same swing. I'm making the same swing. I'm not changing my swing. I'm changing weight position. In that swing with the weight back, the shaft works steep, down, and across. I'm forced to then shorten up my arms into impact, flip at it, and hit this weak fade. Slow down my swing. Not as much club speed. The second I got that weight forward, and I kept it there, I anchored it. Now, as I swing back and through, the weight staying forward forces me to shallow out the swing. So I'm seeing the club work more on this type of angle, out to the ball. So when I get to impact, I'm hitting ball first and taking a divot after it with this powerful push feel. It's a really different way of hitting the ball compared to the other swing. The other swing, the weight moving back, the club was falling down like this. But with the weight forward, I could swing faster and keep that impact condition right here through the ball. Huge difference. And that's why I started thinking, golfers don't get their weight forward enough. They don't keep the weight forward long enough in their swing. The biggest mistake golfers are making today is that they believe that they can play off of using this side. This side closes off your golf swing in so many ways, as I just described. If I get into this side, I close off my hip rotation, my shoulder turn. I start introducing elements like the club traveling more vertical in the backswing because it's closed off. So when you close this door off, the arms only have one way to go, it's up. When I open this door, the club and arms and shoulders and hands, everything can travel together, inward, together. Together is really important. It's all working around your body. So you're storing more power this way by loading these hips and the shoulders. And the contact is incredible. From a shallower angle, you can hit powerfully out to the ball from a steeper angle, you hit powerfully down, so it's really weak. You don't hit the ball well. That fixes a ton of swing problems just by anchoring the weight forward alone. Weight forward is a door, and it is the key that opens up the entire golf swing. So I could anchor as much weight forward as possible, take my right foot out of it, so I'm barely standing on this foot, and I could swing, and it's gonna force me to shallow out my swing. It's the only way I can hit the ball from that position. If you worked backwards, think about your swing working backwards. If I was just going to set my weight where it would be after impact, 95% weight forward, and I swung from there, it would force me to put all the other pieces of my swing in correctly. Keep in mind, I said in correctly, not incorrectly. If I'm gonna play golf from this position, it forces me to swing back, keep it shallow on the way through. I can't have the club dive down at all because my weight falls back. So I just anchor it. You wanna feel the correct swing. It might feel weird to you at first, but if you wanna feel the correct swing, anchor that weight a ton forward. Keep it there. And swing the shoulders around. What you're gonna feel, what you should be feeling, is that you have to shallow the shaft. It has to get in this position. You can never be in a vertical position. You can't play from there. You won't be able to hit it. So this working backwards mentality is fixing everything in your swing. You gotta harvest the gold. This is crazy, right? No weight's going back at any point, forcing the shaft to be shallow. You can do it with driver too. It works with all the clubs in the bag. And then once you start getting comfortable with it, you can swing as fast as you want because you're used to the weight being there. You know, I gotta say this, you're not gonna get the weight forward enough, even though you're seeing me do this right here and I'm showing you, I say put all the weight over there. You're still gonna get set up and you're gonna do this. You say, I got my weight forward, Tom. No, you don't. Nowhere near it. You're nowhere near it. You gotta nudge, and you really gotta nudge. About 75% of you watching right now are gonna go home and try this and do it wrong. And I mean this well. You're gonna go home and you're gonna say, I feel it. But you're not going to record any video, you're not gonna look in the mirror, you're just going to say, I feel it. But your whole life you've been playing back here. No, you don't feel it yet. You need a drill sergeant to come in here and nudge you. That's what's going on in the SagutoGolf online golf school. It's a structured training program that gets you feeling these positions correctly, step by step. I'd start at the Become a Great Ball Striker course in the link in the description below, go.saguto.golf. 17 videos, 45 minutes of content to train your swing up into this type of easier, simplified system, more powerful. So you're not gonna feel it enough. That's why you need something to reference. So if I held a club straight in the ground, I'm looking at it here, and I'm set up, and I'm like, there's quite a bit of different distance between my finger and that club. I should be almost touching that grip end. That's what weight forward is. That's you eliminating all this junk in your swing, and then learning to swing from there. Like I said, it won't be easy. It is a huge shift of your focus from years of doing it with weight on your other side. So when you start practicing this and you hit some shots and you don't like them, just keep going forward. Your swing changes gradually as you work on this. For me, it happened right away because I've been doing this for a while. I recognized that, oh, my weight was falling back. The shaft was getting steep. Let me move the weight forward. Now the shaft's shallow. If you're new to this, it doesn't happen always immediate. There are some things you have to feel in your swing. That's why it's helpful to have a program like SagutoGolf giving you the step-by-step. I mean, I can just feel the shallow shaft right there. And it is exciting. All right, driver. Doing what people would say is the impossible. I'm not closing my stance. I'm square with my shoulders, so I'm just dropping my right foot back a little to emphasize weight forward. dead straight. Probably my longest drive of the day without even working nearly as hard. It's forcing the shoulders to move faster. Teed down more than usual. All right, here we go. Ooh, that went a long way. All right, just a little push. My face was open, it set up too much. Not bad. Let's move the ball position a little bit more forward. Wow. You see how high that's going? It's not like weight forward has caused me to hit down a ton and hit short drives here. People that criticize this weight forward technique have never done the technique, or they don't do it correctly. They say, oh, you put your weight forward, you're gonna hit down. Yeah, well, if I set up like this and I swing, I'm gonna hit down. Yeah, if I set up incorrectly, my shoulders forward. No, we set the weight forward. It's not, who said shoulders forward? Nobody. I mean, I set up with the shoulders forward, yeah. Oh, weight forward doesn't work. No, that's not the right way of doing it. So you need to keep your weight forward, but do it the right way. You set up, drop the foot back, just to emphasize it, nudge it forward, make sure my shoulders are square. And you just hit it really long without doing much work. That's high, far, straight. If you do a weight back swing, if your weight is back, the club goes steeper and across, versus weight forward, it opens up the door to your swing. So I'm overemphasizing weight forward like 90%. The more weight forward I put, the more I have to get shallow with it, get jiggy with it. It's not how I would typically set up for a driver, but I'm really trying here to put it that way forward. It's not going short and low because I'm here, not here. This, if I was doing weight forward like this, it would have the same effect as my weight being back because look, the hips are back. So it's the same situation as I was here at normal setup with the hips back, just brought over here. So we're doing this, and I'm overemphasizing to show you that this is not a limitation. This actually is an accelerator. So keeping that weight forward opens up the door to your swing. Think about your swing and its relationship with weight here or here. You have a path you can choose going forward. If you choose the path of this one, which is most resistance, the one that's been taught for years and years, if you choose anchoring off of this side, you're going to be stuck in the same old habits that you've been in for the past 20, 30 years, or however long you've been playing, the same slice, chunk, thin, whatever. But if you want to open up your body, choose the path here. Behind door number 2, we have this alternative, which is the one that the best ball strikers in the world employ because it unlocks the entire body to work, preserves contact, and gives you more speed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in a future episode.